Hey, what's up guys? It's Art Book Addiction here. We're here with a new artist journey video. So today, we're going to be talking about the worst case scenario, okay? So, if you didn't know, in the past week, my channel was deleted from YouTube temporarily, right? And it's not to say, like, this was completely unexpected, but it was unexpected in a way where, like, I got no warning, okay? Where it just, like, like, I went from having no problems on YouTube to channel deletion, right? And, like, I recovered from that, and we're okay. I appealed, and the channel's okay right now, right? But, going through that experience, right, really stressed me out. It was like a worst case scenario kind of deal, right? And it made me think about worst case scenarios in general, right? And like moments where in life where you just like it's the thing that you might have feared the most happening to you, right? Right in front of your eyes, right? And so I wanted to talk about that and how to process through those things and the nature of these things, right? Because on the artist journey, you're gonna have failures. You're gonna have those worst case scenario moments. The thing that you fear the most, or something that you didn't even know to fear, right, will happen. And you could choose to quit, or you could choose to continue, or you could choose to just move forward, right? Because at the end of the day, life will go on, right? So that's what we talk about today. But before we start the video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my Prince and Patreon if you want to support the channel. Consider becoming a channel member, and join the new Discord, guys. Okay, I just opened up the Discord. The link will be down below. Join the Discord. Okay, I'm gonna try to start doing things on there. We'll see. It's kind of a dynamic system. Okay, but now let's get into it. I forgot to mention, also join the backup channel, right? I'm making a backup channel to, in case things go wrong again, we have a place where, the channel could continue to live, right? So join the backup channel, right? So, worst case scenario, man, okay? Like, the most horrible thing that you could possibly imagine, if not worse than that, happening to you, okay? This has happened to me in my life, like, a couple times, okay? Like, I'm not gonna say it happens, like, all the time, right? Because I'm not generally a fearful person, right? Or, like, I do have some anxieties about stuff here and there, right? I do have fears, but that's everyone, right? In general, I'm a person who's not, like, always concerned about, what's the worst thing's gonna happen? Oh my god, I'm very, like, I'm not risk averse, okay? I enjoy taking risks, kind of going out there, and sometimes shit goes wrong, okay? And in general, I'm able to deal with that, right? But, the deletion of my channel, right, it just kind of hit me like a train, right? I know that I post, stuff that wouldn't normally be, very, like, YouTube friendly, okay? So I in a way, I should have seen this coming, right? But I thought I would have expected, like, warnings before, or like, okay, like, here's this, here's your first strike, here's your second strike, instead of just like, oh, you're gone. And I'm like holy shit, 3 years of work just down the toilet. I'm gonna have to rebuild from zero. I'm gonna have to hope fans are willing to, find me again, right? Which I don't even know, because my channel's so small, right? It was a real nightmare scenario, right? And I was feeling horrible, okay? I was devastated, okay? It's no joke that I was just, like, I didn't even know what I was gonna do, man. Like, I was just like, fuck, right? And, I went through, like, the 5 stages of grief, you know what I mean? And, like, at a certain point, I was like, well, if this is it, then, I was thinking of, like, maybe, like, was I gonna quit, was I gonna stop, right? And I was like, well, those 5 years to me, or those, not 5 years, the 3 years that I've been on this channel, I was like, I still think that it was worth something, that, like, besides the channel itself, like, I still gained a lot of experience. I was still like, I'm able to talk to the camera better, right? um, and like that's still worth something. So I would just try again. Okay, I would rebuild from zero. Okay, and like in a way, knowing that is a comfort, right? Knowing that you're just not gonna give up, right? Is like that is a insane like kind of reprieve from the chaos of the universe. Okay, right? Because most people wouldn't. They would just quit, and they would just do something else, right? um and I almost resigned myself to like the fact that I'm like, well, this guy, well, like, I know myself, and I know that I'm not gonna stop, right? And that I would have to rebuild, and that's okay, right? And like it sucks ass, like horribly, right? But like, as I processed it, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna stop, right? And different people have different responses to failure and to like I said, the worst case scenario. Some people shut down, some people just quit outright, and then like use that as like a lesson for them to like never do the thing again, right? And on the artist journey, right, you're gonna need to be resilient. Okay, you're gonna need to have the mindset of like, I'm just not gonna stop. Okay, like it doesn't even matter. Like, yeah, this sucks, this is horrible, I can't believe this happened. Let's move forward. And I'm gonna continue the thing. Okay, even though I have to start from nothing. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm getting allergies really bad. You have to be willing to do that. Okay, right? Like I said, there's been many times where I just get destroyed, and like sometimes with like irreparable damage, right? Like for instance, like what happened with my wrists and my hands that kind of landed me in this position in the first place, right? That prevented me from being in the industry that I wanted to, and having to switch over into fine art, right? Like that was not fun. Okay, and honestly, like that was, to me, a bigger thing, because like that was like in my mind like the death of my dream. Okay, right? And like that really hurt me, and like I spent months like trying to like process it, and like kind of being depressed, you know what I mean, right? And then one day I just like, I had a friend who was like, hey, you know can't give up, man. Like it's not over, like. And it's like, it's crazy because like, I'm usually the one who has like this relentless spirit, someone who just never gives up, someone who's always fighting, right? And like even someone like me like has those moments where you're like, and everybody looks at me and says like, how do you do it, how do you like continue? And it's like you're just built different. And it's like, and like, what, in certain cases yes, but in a lot of cases no. Like people still feel that, even the toughest people. Okay, even like the craziest artists, like most successful, they have these moments, right? It happens. Life is like that. Life presents you these moments, and sometimes you have no control over it, and you have to be prepared for that, and like and in a way there's no way to be prepared for that, you know what I mean? So in a way you have to like kind of understand the nature of yourself and the nature of the thing that's happening, right? Sometimes the worst thing happens. Okay, that is a great life lesson I've learned through all the tragedy and all the bullshit that I've experienced in my life, right, and seen in other people's lives, right? Sometimes the thing that you thought unthinkable, the thing that you feared the most in this world, happens. Okay, it happens. I've seen it happen to me. I've seen it happen to others, and like the thing is that sometimes it happens, but you're still alive. You continue to live despite the thing that happened, right? Life moves forward. Okay, time still exists. You know what I mean? Some people, they get trapped in that. Some people, like, they never get over certain moments, and like, rightfully so, because sometimes it's just awful, right? But time will keep moving forward. Time does not stop with you if you decide to stop. Okay, right? Life doesn't stop with you. It just keeps going, right? And maybe for certain people it's going to take a lot of time to recover and to kind of keep moving forward, right? Some people never recover, it's up to them. But like, the question is when you're in that situation, what do you decide to do? Okay. And for me, it's always like, well, I'm just not going to give up, like, this sucks, this, I can't believe this happened, right? um and I, like I said, I've resigned myself to my own nature, and my nature says that I just can't quit. Okay, I just can't let it go. I just won't stop. Okay, like, even if it's like pointless. Okay, even if my resistance means nothing, even if I fail, in the long run, I'm just not gonna quit. Okay, because to me, this is what I love. I love art. I love talking to you guys. I love this channel. Right. I love, like, everything in my life. I want it to be surrounded by art. Okay. Right. And that's hard. That's not easy. Okay. This lifestyle, I would not wish it upon anybody. Okay. Because the way that people look at you, the way people judge you, all this bullshit. Right. It's not fun. It's a hard experience, and like judging yourself too. You know what I mean? And like going through the ups and downs of the journey, it's fucking difficult. There's a reason why people don't do it, right? But I believe that I can make it. Okay, I could walk. I could move through this mountain. I could get through it, and I could make it to the end. Okay, and achieve my dream. Okay, and that's not even the end, dude. That's just a goal. That's just one of the goals in the dream, and then I continue from that point, right? Like, that's another thing. Dreams, man. Dreams. I think dreams and goals and hopes, they keep you moving forward. Okay? Like, when you're down and out, when you're at the bottom of the barrel, dude, right? Your dream will sustain you. Okay? I truly believe that, right? If you have a purpose, if you have a goal, if you have something that you're trying to strive for, okay? Then, if even if you're doing that, struggle will always be there, right? But when you're struggling at your lowest point, okay, the dream, the hope, the spirit can keep you alive, can keep you moving forward, and can make you realize, like, this is whenever something like this happens to me, this is what I realize. Well, I'm still here, right? And this is the worst possible thing, but at the end of the day, it's not that bad. Okay? Like, I'm still alive. I still have, like, the ability to do something. I still have my mind. You know what I mean? I still have things that I learned, and nothing can take that away. You know what I mean? And I still have my dream. I still have my hopes, right? And that keeps me forward. Keeps me, despite everything, and I do think negatively. Like, this past week has been very hard because of what happened, right? But I still always find a way to get back to it, to get back on the artist journey, and to kind of like talk myself up and back into the game. It's like it's not over. You still got this thing. You still have all this. You still got talent. You still have, the drive and stuff like that. Not everything was removed from you because of this one moment, right? And that's something that you choose to do. Okay, that's something that you, as an artist, as a person, try to do. Okay, and it's not easy, dude. It's not easy, but you have to recognize that these things happen. Okay, right? These things, they're just part of life, man. And to try to see it as wrong, and to like victimize yourself, and to do all this shit, like, like the world, like, is picking on me, and like, maybe it is, you know what I mean, right? But like, at the end of the day, like, even if this is all true, it does nothing. It doesn't serve you to, like, victimize yourself, to quit, or to like let this one thing be your downfall. You know what I mean, right? And maybe it takes like months for you to realize. Maybe it takes years for you to realize this. But But at the end of the day, like I said, life moves forward. You have to move forward, okay? And you have to keep marching, okay? You have to keep walking that artist journey. You know what I mean, right? Because that's the thing about being an artist, dude. It is not just a gift, okay? It is a gift and a curse, okay? It is something that's, you know, branded upon you. You know what I mean, right? And like, so even if you stop and you become, you know, like the normie, you know, well-adjusted person, you know, the sponge roll, I'm normal, you know what I mean, right? I live normal life, and you're like, you know, your soul is dying behind the scenes, but you on the face are good, you know what I mean, right? The thing is, the brand will always sting, okay? It will always sting, and then you will eventually come back to it, okay? um it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. So if you understand that nature and you accept it and you move forward with it and you allow like the universe to kind of just do its thing, right? And like let your own instinct guide you, right? You'll be able to recover from these things. You'll be able to come back from these things, right? And knowing that and feeling that, it's a relief, okay? Because it means that you're ready for the worst thing to happen, okay? Again and again and again, and you know that will wear on you. But if you're able to move forward, if you're able to continue fighting, if you're able to go back and continue the artist journey, okay, maybe a little bit slower than before because of what just happened, right? That you can make it through anything, guys. Okay, life will throw the worst things at you, right? And if you could move past it, okay, and still find a way to enjoy the things, look at life, see things that are beautiful, okay? Remind yourself that like life is full of tragedy, but also full of beauty, okay? And like being able to move past that gives you such an inner strength, okay? Because it means that you're willing to deal with anything. You're willing to like to feel the worst things possible, you know? And I'm not saying like throw yourself into those situations, but when they come at you, that even if you're feeling horrible, you know that you've been through it before and that you can make it through. And at the end of the day, it's just one of those moments that happens, okay? So I think we'd end the video here, guys. Please, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, check out my personal Patreon, consider becoming a channel member, join the Discord, okay? Join the new Discord, please, right? And also subscribe to the backup account, okay? Right? You know, we need this channel to survive, okay? And I'm taking the contingencies to make sure that happens, okay? You could also join the Reddit, okay? You could join the Reddit. That is also another place where I could post, you know, like somewhere that's not YouTube, where I could still maintain some kind of contact with you guys, right? If you've ever been a fan of my channel, if you love these artist journey videos, please, you know, subscribe to those things, right? Join those things, right? It'll be a way for me to be able to communicate to you guys if something happens, okay? Right? Yeah. Thanks a lot. All that bullshit. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.